Philidor Defence.
e4, e5, knight f3, d6.
In this old opening, black obtains a cramped though quite firm position.
d4.
Erroneous is
Bishop g4.
in rather passive is
Knight d7.
after.
Bishop c4.
Black is obliged to play. Bad is
Knight g f6.
due to
D takes e5. D takes e5. Knight g5.
and white wins.
Knight takes e5. Knight takes e5. D takes e5. Bishop takes f7. Check. King takes f7. Queen takes d8. Bishop b4. Check. Queen d2.
Or
Bishop e7. D takes e5. D takes e5. Queen d5. Knight takes e5. Knight takes e5. D takes e5. Queen h5.
and white gains a pawn in a better position.
c6. Knight f6.
Black has to develop his kingside faster. If
D takes e5. Knight takes e4. Knight b d2.
then
Knight takes d2. Bishop takes d2. Knight c6.
white retains a small advantage, but play is simplified.
Knight c3. Knight b d7. Bishop c4. Bishop e7. Short castle. Short castle. Queen e2.
White vacates the d1 square for the rook.
c6. a4.
An important move that prevents the advance b5. White's position is freer, then white may deploy the black squared bishop to e3 and the a1 rook to d1. V. Seshkovsky, A. Ludikov, USSR Championship, 1968-1969.
e4. e5. Knight f3. d6. d4. Knight f6. Knight c3. Knight b d7. Bishop c4. Bishop e7. Short castle. Short castle. a4. c6. Queen e2. E takes d4. Knight takes d4. Knight takes e4.
Black should rather abstain from conducting this combination. Though he regains the piece, white obtains a powerful attack.
Knight takes e4. d5. Knight f5.
In the earlier played games, white retreated with the bishop. The text move here is more powerful.
D takes c4. Bishop h6.
Superb play. Black has a hard time after.
G takes h6, queen g4, check.
And also after.
Bishop f6, bishop takes g7, knight f6, knight e g3, bishop takes f5, knight takes f5, g takes h6, knight takes e7, check. King h8,
Would be followed by.
queen e5, king g7, knight f5, check. King g6, knight e7, check. King g7, queen e5, queen b8, knight f5, check. King g6, knight d6, king g7, rook f e1, rook d8, rook a d1, rook d7, rook d4, queen c7, rook g4, check.
Black resigned.